Cell phone video from Citizen captured a group of men rushing out of this Gucci store at the Westfield Century City Mall with luxury bags and suitcases. According to Los Angeles police, 9 people got away with the stolen goods around 3 p.m. Monday. And over in Irvine, surveillance footage caught 3 suspects in a smash and grab at Jules by Allen.
Louis Vuitton store at Oak Brook Center. A crew of criminals, 14 suspects according to police, working together in the store and driving away in 3 vehicles.
Masked shoplifters caught on video swarming the Topanga Mall Nordstrom in a coordinated attack on the store. Mayor Karen Bass calling for all of them to be held accountable. As many as 30 people, including men and women, snatching tens of thousands of dollars.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adam, and if you love luxury fashion, then you're definitely going to love my channel. So make sure you like, subscribe, and check out my Instagram below for all of the latest updates. And today, let's get right into it. So today's video, it's a little bit hard to talk about because this is a problem that has been going on for quite some time now, and it honestly is getting out of hand. If you've heard the news, then you know Louis Vuitton and Gucci, they have had some stores that have been robbed, and at the time of recording this video, as of yesterday, Balmain is the latest victim. So if you don't know what happened, I will be reading you a statement from Olivier himself regarding what happened to Balmain, and it's actually really sad, and getting to the point to where it's honestly just 100% wrong and way messed up. So I will be reading you the statement, and Olivier himself says, "Today I went to the office at 9 a.m. waiting for the last pieces for our show. Our Balmain show is in September the 29th to be exact. I was starting to create some looks with my team, and our driver called and said that he was hijacked by a group of people. More than 50 Balmain pieces have been stolen. He was driving from the airport to the Balmain headquarters. This is so unfair. My team and I worked so hard. We will work more days and more nights. Our suppliers will work days and nights as well, and this is so disrespectful. I wanted to share this with you to remind you, don't take anything for granted, and please be safe. This is the world that we are currently living in." And to be honest, this is really sad. Even Donatella herself commented on this post. "Sending you all my love. I know that you and your creativity will be able to overcome this." And this is just so sad. Olivier himself did add some more responses as well in the comments, saying, "This morning I woke up with a smile, starting the fittings for my next show at 9 a.m. And this is what happened. 50 Balmain pieces stolen. Our delivery was hijacked. Car got stolen. Thank God the driver is safe. So many people worked so hard to make this collection happen. We are redoing everything, but this is so disrespectful. So many workers, suppliers, my team and I. Please be safe. This is the world we are living in. Love you, my Balmain team, and we won't give up." So that itself is heartbreaking. Imagine creating so many custom pieces and then having them all get stolen. Now, I do want to say that, for one, these criminals, where do they think they're gonna go with these clothings? Obviously, if Balmain created 50 couture pieces, they will know exactly where they end up. If anybody wears any of these outfits, they're going to be questioned. They're going to be like, where did you get this outfit? Who did you buy it from? And they will honestly be investigated. So in all honesty, these 50 pieces of clothing, I'm thinking that they're probably couture pieces, something like Beyonce would wear, something to where there's only one of a kind. And in all honesty, like I said, it's something you really can't get away with. The only way to get away with something like that is if they were to take apart every single piece of the clothing, because the clothing is really expensive. You have all the embellishments, all of the crystals, all of the materials that are used. You would honestly have to dismember the entire dress or piece of clothing and take it all apart and either make your own stuff with the materials or sell the materials, because selling the actual piece itself put together, like I said, Balmain will find out eventually when they find somebody wearing the piece, and they will question them on how did they get it and where did they get it from. So personally, when it comes to this, I'm not exactly sure if the driver knew or not, but even my mom said that this was probably an inside job, knowing what specific car and knowing that they're getting back from the airport with all of these pieces and going to the Balmain headquarters. It must have been an inside job, which honestly is really sad, because these days it really shows you that you can really not trust anybody. When I first read this, I was very heartbroken by it, because I know how hard it is to make a piece. For example, they worked on one dress for 36 hours with like no breaks. Well, obviously breaks would be included into it, but if you subtract like the break time and like sleeping and everything, 36 hours completely went into that dress, and now they have to redo it all by September 29th. Olivier, who is the creative director at Balmain, he even said that the fashion show is the 29th and half of the show is gone, so they don't even know if they will be able to perform in the show, and if they can, then they have to make all of these pieces really quick, work all day, work all night, and it actually really is unfair for all of the team to have to redo what they just did within like a week time span. So in all honesty, the story is really sad, probably an inside job, and the way that people are like committing these crimes and thievery from these fashion brands is honestly really getting out of hand. Now you may have heard of the Gucci stores being robbed, and 2 different Gucci stores were actually robbed. There was one in Century City where they made off with over $50,000 of merchandise. And personally, that does upset me as well, because, you know, here I am, I'm spending so much money on building my collection, things that I've wanted ever since I was a kid that I have finally worked so hard for. It took me 29 years to really get all of this, and for people just to like walk in and literally just take every single thing they see and just walk out with it, it is just so bad for so many reasons. One, not only are you committing a crime, of course, but 2, you're also going to raise the prices for everybody else who actually does buy them. If Gucci keeps losing all of this money, they're going to be raising their prices to cover it. For example, there was a second incident where Gucci was robbed, and this time they took over $100,000 of merchandise, and 9 different men were a part of it. That alone is scary itself. Imagine just being in a Gucci store shopping, or even just window shopping, and then all of a sudden 9 men come in, start taking everything. You don't know if you're going to be robbed, if they're going to want your wallet, or even if they're going to try to take your bag that belongs to you. You have no idea what these people are capable of, and it actually is really scary. And then the fact that their security guards and their staff, they legally can't do anything about it. They're not supposed to chase people, they're not supposed to do this. I think that's really wrong. If I had a store that sold such expensive items, I would take on all of the lawsuits, because if my security tackled somebody and saved me $50,000, then obviously the court would see that and be like, okay, well, this person committed a grand felony by taking something over $2,000 and then getting caught. So obviously whatever lawsuit they get about my security tackling them would automatically be ruled out and canceled out and thrown out of court, because the person committed a crime and did a grand felony. So because of that, I think their security should be able to take people down 100%. If somebody has a health problem, they're the ones risking it. If they're the ones taking the actual item and they get tackled for it, they're the one that did it themselves, not the security. So if you have a health problem, you probably shouldn't be stealing stuff to get tackled with to begin with. It really does irk me, because now there's a video of Louis Vuitton getting robbed, and just listen to this lady fight these people over the Louis Vuitton bag. And what if this was her own bag as well? You know, you don't even know if this was her specific item. That video is entirely heartbreaking to watch, because one, she's screaming, she's passionate, she's scared, she's probably worried about her job being fired, because all of the staff was probably fired after the incident. Maybe it's a security issue, maybe they thought it could have been like an inside job. Whatever it is, Gucci and Louis Vuitton have every single right to fire every employee that was working that day. And it's scary for so many different reasons. To keep your job, to not be sued for this, for that. It's just really getting way out of hand, and it actually is becoming really scary. Now, I do personally think that a part of the reason why this keeps happening is because of all the price increases and inflation. Prices are going up. I mean, like I've stated before, my Prada Tote right here, after tax, I paid $3,200 for it, and that was 2 years ago. Currently, that bag after tax would be $6,100. It went over double in price, and that is insane. The Chanel bags, like this Chanel Trendy, that should cost like $4,000, maybe even $3,000, but $4,000 would be reasonable. That is $7,000 now. That is insane. I could literally sell that for $10,000 at this point. And it's like mind-boggling, in all honesty. All of these prices are going up because, one, inflation, and two, because people are committing these crimes and taking so much at a time. Now, I'm not justifying anything, but it's different if somebody was looking at like a Louis Vuitton wallet and nobody was looking, and they took one little wallet, that is a little different than committing an organized crime where you and 9 different people walk into a store, scare everybody, and take everything. I would honestly say that's not even a felony. That's an invasion, kind of like a home invasion. You're scaring everybody. They don't know what you're gonna do. Are you gonna kill them? Is somebody gonna get shot? Who knows what's gonna happen? So the fact that all of this is just getting way out of hand, I mean, I think it's a discussion that we should talk about. So that's really it, and everywhere I could go with this video, but definitely comment down what your thoughts about this. How do you feel about this, and what do you think this is going to cause for the luxury community? I'm even scared that I might go into like Versace or Gucci, and then all of a sudden I cannot have like my phone out or even take like a picture because they'll think I'm like taking pictures to like scope the place out. 100% in all of my vlogs, I try not to show the ceilings, I try not to show the cameras or security, I try to hide all of that. That way if you watch my videos and you're like, oh, this place has no camera, little do you know, you go there, they do have cameras, I just didn't show it because I don't want to be responsible for everything. But if something like this keeps happening, I think it will also affect us luxury vloggers as well. Because when we go into a store, we're not going to really have the same like easygoing privilege as we usually have, and now everybody is going to be looked at with like a giant microscope. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Definitely comment down below and tell me if you think security should be able to do more or not. I want to know your opinion. Do you think a security guard should be able to tackle somebody if they're stealing a $10,000 handbag? Definitely comment it down below. Again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and have a great day. Au revoir.